We're gonna speak about the Ruach Hakodesh. What is the Ruach Hakodesh? So let's read what the word said. The Ruach Hakodesh in Yohanan. So first we have to read in the, if you remember, in the book of Acts. We're gonna go there. It is during the Shabbat. It was the Ruach Hakodesh given to them. So we have to read it was the Ruach Hakodesh given to them. So he said in we're gonna read in verse 6. Verse 5. From you are truly baptized with water, but you shall be baptized with the Holy Spirit, in English, Ruach Hakodesh, not many days hence. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, Rabbi, wilt thou at this time restored again the kingdom of Israel? So, they were asking if the kingdom of Israel will be restored. So, you know, when the kingdom is Israel is restored, it must be the house of Judah and the house of Israel. And verse 7, he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times of the season which the Father has put in His own power. Because of course, Yeshua told them nga, di pa panahon, moagi pag 2 years. 2 years. Mga silo sila kay dugaya pa maron 2,000 years pa mga matay sila ni. So now verse 8, but when you shall receive power after the Ruach Hakodesh is come upon you, you shall be witness unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and in the uttermost part of the earth. So in the all around of the world, of all the corners of the 4 corners of the earth. So those who will receive the Ruach Hakodesh. So we have to know what is the Ruach Hakodesh. Okay, let's read first in Luke 24:49. Luke 24 verse 49. And behold, I send the promise upon my Father upon you, but tarry you in the city of Jerusalem until you be endued with power from on high. So, this is the promise of the Father. So, we go back. Then, we go to John 14 verse 26. What is the Ruach Hakodesh? But the Comforter, which is the Ruach Hakodesh, whom the Father will send in my name, He shall teach you all things, and bring all things to your remembrance, whatsoever I have said unto you. So you see, when Yeshua said this, the Comforter, which verse 14:26, the Comforter that will come to them, the Ruach Hakodesh, whom the Father will send in His name, He shall teach you in all things. And it is the Father will teach us in all things. He will give us the understanding and brings all to your remembrance. So why? Because Yeshua's seed is the Torah. He gave for about the Torah. If you remember in Luke 24:44 that the Torah of Moshe, the prophets, and the writings, it will fulfill those what is written there. And He gave the understanding. This is the Torah. Yeshua the Father will reveal, will give them into remembrance, and He will teach them into all truth. So now, as we read here, the Comforter in verse 15, also verse 15:26. 15:26. Let's read. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth which proceed from the Father, He shall testify of me. So whatever nga inyong nakatunan nila this time, the disciples, about Yeshua, they will come into remembrance because it is the Father will show them the truth, that He is the right one, He is the Mashiach. So now we go to verse 16. Here it is, 16 verse 8. Kay mubiya naman si Yeshua, di ba? Nevertheless, but this is, we have to read in the context. But now I go my way to Him that sent me. It is the Father who sent Yeshua. And none of you ask me, where goes I da? But because I have said these things unto you, sorrow had filled your heart. So, siyempre, magsubo ka kay mubiya na si Yeshua. This after the resurrection na. Because, nevertheless, I tell you the truth, it is expedient for you that I go away. So, si Yeshua must leave. Because it's better, but I say the truth, it is better for you that I go away. For if I do not go away, the helper shall not come to you at all. But if I go, I shall send him to you. Niya ang comforter, the helper. And when she is come, he will reprove the world of sin and of righteousness and judgment. So this is, he will reprove the sin. What is the sin? Is it not in from John 3:4? 1 John 3:4? 1 John 3:4. It is not. Do you remember 1 John 3:4? What is sin? He will reprove the all sin. Sin, whoever commits transgression, transgress also the Torah. For the sin is a transgression of the Torah. So you see, the Ruach Hakodesh is the Torah of Elohim. From the Genesis to Deuteronomy, that is the Torah of Elohim. So we transgress. So I said again that many say this leaders who say that I didn't need to keep the 614 commandments. If it doesn't apply to you, you don't need to cook food to apply. Because if you're a woman, if it's a man, for example, you're not a king, whatever, the one who, it depends kung asa mo apply ang word sa Elohim. So if it's not from you, you will not keep the 614 commandments. But here, but the Torah is from the Genesis to Deuteronomy. That is the Torah and nothing else. That we have to dig that. Because that is how we know the moral, we can understand kung how to live the life as a light to the world, as Yeshua said. So now, he will reprove the sin, all sin. And sin is a transgression of the Torah. So this is, for when he is come, he will reprove the world of sin and righteousness and of judgment. What is righteousness? Righteousness. What is righteousness? Let's go to Isaiah 57. Bawas tayo. Uy. Tayo mangguni sa one good ka ng Isaiah 57. Where are you? 51 verse 7. What is the righteousness of Elohim? Hearken unto me, you that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my Torah. Fear not the reproach of man, neither be you afraid of their complainings. Because if you have the Torah of Elohim, you have nothing to fear. Because Elohim is with you. When you love the word of Elohim, the Torah of Elohim, when your heart is digging, the heart which is Yeshua sown, the seed, which is the Torah. If that is in your heart, you water in it, that is become a mustard seed when it grows. It grows with imuna, trusting faith unto Elohim, your relationship to Elohim. So that is our righteousness. So, in conclusion, the Ruach Hakodesh is a Torah. He will reprove you into all sin. He will bring you all to all truth. He is the one who brings you to all truth. And the truth is, Yeshua said, sanctify them into your truth, and your word is truth. Where was that? Where can we read that? I don't remember. Here, in 17:17, let's read. Yohanan 17:17. Okay. I do not pray that you should take them out of the world, but that you should keep them from the evil one. That they are not of the world, just I am not of the world. Verse 17, he said, sanctify them by your truth. Your word is true. So the word of Elohim is a Torah. The truth of Elohim is a Torah. So everything is connected there about the Torah. The righteousness is the Torah. So, simply as that, Why we don't study the word? That Elohim will water us if we study the word, not we study with doctrines of man. Before we teach others, let us teach this tabernacle, that we are master builder of our tabernacle. This is our garment. Don't forget for the parable of Yeshua concerning the wedding invitation. If you are not wearing the garment of righteousness, you make your own righteousness with all your doctrines there, then you will be thrown outside the door. Not be like the foolish virgin. This is a hint, it's already given there. We have to strive for this the righteousness, that the Ruach will give you more understanding. You don't understand what is a Ruach Hakodesh. It is the Ruach Hakodesh will guide us into all truth when you study the Torah. This is how you say that when you are led to the Torah, because it will stand what you are talking there, and people will amaze. It's not my word. It is Elohim will teach us and give us understanding. Yeshua will open the understanding if we study the Torah of Moshe, the prophets, and the writings, and the words of the apostles and the disciples. It's all from the Torah. That is the truth of Elohim. The foundation is the Torah. So now, Ruach Hakodesh will reprove all sins, and righteousness in those heart is in the Torah, and the truth is the Torah. So all is the same, the Torah of Elohim, from Genesis to Revelation. The sin is a transgression of the Torah. So that is the mauna yung mga definition kung unsa ka importante ang Torah. When you have that foundation, when you read, then you will know what they are talking. So shalom, thanks for watching, and bye bye.